Welcome to Claudia's Cuisine. Tonight for dinner, I'll be having chicken Chowmein, and this is my meat. I season up with 2 tablespoons of sesame oil, 2 tablespoons of green seasoning, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, and 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, or you could do Chinese sauce. 1 teaspoon of Chinese spice. That's a mix 5 different spices. It's selling in the store. They call it Chinese spice. Okay, so into this pot, I got my pot heating with oil, 2 tablespoons of oil. I'm gonna add the chicken to this pot and brown it. Let it cook out. I just give the chicken a good start, and I'm going to leave the stove temperature on high, cover it down, let it cook for like 10 to 15 minutes, then I'll stir it occasionally. Welcome back to Claudia's Cuisine. I'm checking on the chicken that I put to the pot 10 to 11 minutes ago. You see the juices from the chicken, the natural juices that spring out, the chicken frying down here. I give it a nice quick stir, cover it back so it steam the chicken, cook the chicken, and dry the juices out. So we're gonna go to the next step. Some chopped green onions I'm gonna put aside in the saucer, of which I'm gonna use a little later into the process of my cooking. So I'm gonna sit it at the side here, and then I have this cabbage. Take out the center core, wash, and I'm gonna chop it. This is gonna be stir fry and go into the chow mein. You could put little cabbage if you want. If you like a lot of vegetables like me, you could put a lot. Some people, this is enough. So I'm going to put this. Chop this here, or you could shred it and put it aside. Put this here. This is a small pak choy, of which I'm going to slice up. Because you know, Chinese and Chowmein, they love pak choy. I'm gonna stir fry this for the Chowmein, for the noodles. I'm gonna sit it in this bowl, transfer it here, and then my next step now is to shred this 2 carrots. And add this fresh to the Chowmein. This will cook, this will fresh. Add to the hot noodles. I'm gonna add this, you see? Okay. Okay, welcome back to my cooking. Claudia's Cuisine. This is the finished product of the chicken, the gravy, the juices from the chicken dry out. So to this pot here now, I'm gonna add some 1 teaspoon of grated ginger, 1 tablespoon of chopped garlic, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. I put Chinese spice earlier, but it cooked out in the chicken. So I add the cinnamon. And I'm going to add the green onion. I'm going to stir it up and let it cook. All the onion and the ginger, the garlic and the ginger marinade here. Cook up a little. Turn it on. Now I'm going to add half a large onion slice, not chopped. And stir the chicken around. You see the chicken coat nice. And then you're going to add the water now to get the gravy. So to the chicken, like my temperature is on medium. I add to this 4 cup is a little more than 8 ounces of water, and I add 2 teaspoons of calgary. I'm going to pour it in the pot, and this is going to be the making the gravy for the noodles, because you don't want the noodles to be dry. You want it to be nice and juicy. So the water is just here, not to cover the meat completely, because when it boils, it's going to get the meat coated. So the cover 12 ounces, but you could use 16 ounces complete meal. Sometimes I use like a pack and a half. So I'm going to turn your stove on is high. You put the water in the pot. I like people measure water. I said water, like half a pot of water, and bring it to a boil. And then I cut open the noodles and sit them aside here. So when the water boils, I add it to the pot with 1 heaped teaspoon of salt. As the water is boiling for the noodles, I'm going to add 1 heaped teaspoon of salt. Then I'm going to add the noodles to the pot. Allow it to boil for approximately 10 to 15 minutes or till it's nice. If you like soft noodles, you could boil a little more. If you like not so soft mushy noodles, you adjust it to your likings, but I normally boil it to 10 to 12 minutes. Done, and the chicken is done. I'm gonna strain the noodles. That's right. Oh, strain your noodles. Leave it for 5 to 6 minutes. Let it strain on the side. Then the cooked chicken with the gravy to the noodles. And I'm going to give it a quick stir. Have the noodles and the chicken with the gravy into the noodles. Stir it up real good before add the vegetables. Okay. This is the first step, and I'll be right back to finish up. Add 2 tablespoons of sesame oil, because it's Chinese noodles you're cooking. No noodles without sesame oil, and 5 spice powder. Okay, add it to the pot. Just a pinch of the seasoning, not a lot, because the meat, the chicken already seasoned. And then add the carrots. Sometimes I add the carrots raw, but some family members don't like the raw. vegetables. So I turn the heat off, I bring it up to high and turn it off. So the carrots and the cabbage, it's not sticking, it's not burning, it's just coating nicely like a fresh saute. No more than 5 to 7 minutes. Add that to the noodles. And then I go in and saute now back like 1 teaspoon or tablespoon. Saute the pak choy vegetables. And the same little pinch. This. Saute. The stove is not on, it's just the heat but from the burner. The stove top. Sauteing this. I don't want it to sweat, that's why I keep stirring it. It's chunky. Okay. This is done here. Noodles again. Always get a good cooking pot so that your food don't stick to the bottom and burn. Okay. Now I'm gonna add everything. I'm not adding any salt because I add the chicken bouillon. You add all of the black pepper. You add the salt to the noodles. You add the little black pepper and the seasoning, garlic, onion powder to the vegetables. And this is the end product here. This is the end product. After finish cooking, the noodles is not soft as you could see, like that. It's everything loosened out together because of the gravy, not too much gravy. And I'm gonna plate. I don't taste because when I add, I just add exactly from cooking so long. I just add, and my family just be okay with it. I'll be right back. This is dinner. Chicken chowmein. The meat is a whole chicken, so the meat, you gotta scope and mix up the meat that everybody get flesh and is enough to go around. Okay guys, this is my finished product. Welcome to Claudia Cuisine. Chicken chowmein for dinner. Bon appetit. Like, share and subscribe, and thank you once again for watching my cooking channel.